Panacea is a universal medicine that can cure any disease. The term comes from the name of the ancient Greek goddess Panacea, the daughter of the god of medicine Asclepius. For many centuries, mankind has been looking for a way to get rid of all diseases, but so far such a remedy has not been found. The search for a universal medicine to treat all diseases is a task that requires enormous scientific efforts, a systematic approach, and significant resources. Modern medicine is based on an evidence-based approach, which is practiced by many researchers and doctors around the world. Discovering new drugs, testing them for safety and effectiveness, conducting clinical trials, all this takes time and professional knowledge. From a scientific point of view, there are many different diseases, each of which has its own causes and mechanisms of development. A universal remedy that can affect all diseases at the same time is most likely unrealistic. For example, viral, bacterial, genetic, and autoimmune diseases require different approaches to treatment. Some people turn to alternative medicine in an attempt to find a panacea. However, alternative medicine methods often lack sufficient evidence of their effectiveness and can be dangerous. The risk is that patients may abandon modern proven treatments in favor of unproven methods, which will lead to a worsening of their condition. Self-medication is a practice in which a person tries to treat himself without consulting a doctor. Such a practice can be dangerous and lead to serious consequences. Most people do not have sufficient medical knowledge to properly diagnose and treat diseases. Errors in diagnosis can lead to incorrect treatment or lack of necessary treatment, which will worsen the patient's condition. When self-medicating, a person may take drugs that cause allergic reactions or have serious side effects. Without professional supervision and knowledge, such situations can become dangerous to health. Self-medication can lead to an overdose of medications, especially if a person does not know the exact dosages and rules of use. An overdose can cause poisoning or serious complications. When a person self-medicates, he or she may miss important symptoms or interpret them incorrectly. This can lead to the disease becoming more severe and more difficult to treat. A panacea for all diseases is probably a myth, but searching for one on your own can be dangerous and ineffective. Self-medication carries many risks that can lead to deterioration in health and serious consequences. The best approach to treating diseases is to consult a qualified doctor who can make a correct diagnosis and prescribe effective treatment. Health is a valuable resource given to us by God, and it is worth cherishing by seeking help from professionals. For centuries, humanity has been looking for a universal medicine, a panacea that can cure all diseases, restore health, and even prolong life. In this regard, the Rambam tincture is interesting, which is surrounded by many myths and legends. The legends about the Rambam tincture add to its appeal to patients, but it is important to remember that no remedy should replace professional medical care. Before using any medications, including the Rambam tincture, you must consult a doctor. Rambam tincture Its history and mythology inspire the magic of plants in every drop of Rambam tincture. Rambam tincture remains one of the historically forgotten means of Jewish traditional medicine. Its centuries-old history and wide range of applications make it an indispensable assistant in the fight for health and longevity. Rambam tincture is a traditional remedy that is often associated with ancient medical knowledge and recipes based on the works of the medieval physician and philosopher Maimonides, Rambam. Its popularity in the treatment of a wide range of diseases is explained by a number of unique characteristics. The Rambam tincture was named after its creator, the great Jewish physician and philosopher Maimonides, also known as Rambam. Maimonides lived in the 12th century and left significant contributions to medicine, philosophy, and religion. Among his many works on health and healing was the development of tinctures and medicines that were used to treat various ailments. Maimonides was known for his approach to treatment, which combined the knowledge of ancient medicine with the new discoveries of his time. He believed in the need for a comprehensive approach to treatment, including diet, exercise, and the use of medicines. The tincture he created and named after him became symbol of his approach and is valued for its effectiveness. Rambam's tincture is based on the principles laid out in Rambam's medical writings. He believed that health is based on harmony between body and mind, and that natural ingredients should interact harmoniously with each other. His approach included the use of herbs and natural ingredients that support the immune system, help cleanse the body, and restore vitality. Rambam's tincture included many components, including herbs, spices, and plant extracts. Its composition was carefully balanced to achieve maximum therapeutic effect. Rambam's tincture was used to treat various diseases and conditions. It was popular among Jewish communities in Jewish shtetls and was used as a first aid remedy for various ailments. One of the key reasons why Rambam's tincture stands out is the use of exclusively natural ingredients. It includes herbal extracts, roots, honey, and other natural ingredients. These substances have a strong therapeutic effect, practically do not cause side effects, and are suitable for long-term use. Rambam tincture remains an important element of Jewish traditional medicine, despite its historical oblivion. Its centuries-old history and wide range of applications make it an indispensable assistant in the fight for health and longevity. The use of Rambam tincture can be an important step towards restoring and maintaining health in the modern world. Rambam tincture has a multi-profile effect on the body. It strengthens the immune system, improves digestion, stimulates blood circulation, and helps fight inflammatory processes. In addition, it can be used as a preventive measure to maintain overall health. The recipes on which the tincture is based have stood the test of time. They have been passed down from generation to generation and have proven their effectiveness over the centuries. This makes Rambam tincture not only a treatment, but also a part of cultural and medical heritage. My ancestors, being doctors and scientists, made many scientific expeditions to Jewish shtetls in Ukraine, Poland, and Germany. These expeditions were not just journeys in search of knowledge, but also real adventures filled with discoveries that left a deep mark on the history of our family and medicine. The main goal of these expeditions was to study the unique and ancient methods of creating medicines and treatments that were practiced in these places. At that time, many folk methods of treatment retained their relevance and effectiveness. My ancestors sought to document and preserve this knowledge for future generations. The expeditions included the study of Jewish traditional recipes and methods of preparing medicines, as well as monitoring the course of treatment. They conduct random interviews with residents and leaders, recording every detail in their diaries. These diaries have become real treasure troves of knowledge, describing unique methods and recipes. These unique methods of medicine, described in the diaries left behind, are of great value. They serve as a reminder of the importance of preserving and studying folk knowledge and traditions that may be lost in our time. My ancestors passed on their knowledge and discoveries to the next generations by teaching their children. In this way, these unique methods of treatment were preserved and passed on from generation to generation, contributing to the development and enrichment of medical practice. My ancestors' scientific expeditions to Jewish sites in Ukraine, Poland, and Germany became an important contribution to the history of medicine. This legacy is a valuable resource that reminds us of the importance of studying and preserving folk knowledge and traditions. During the expeditions, my ancestors made many important discoveries. Some of the most interesting and useful methods they found include: 1. The correct use of plants. Herbs play an important role in caring for and maintaining your health. Using them correctly involves using the plant as a whole, rather than isolating its component parts. This approach is based on the belief that plants were created by God to heal in their natural state. When a plant is used as a whole, it provides a synergistic effect, where all of its components interact and enhance each other's healing properties. This principle of holism suggests that measures to enhance effectiveness can be modified or reduced if they are separated into their components. Many herbal remedies contain several active substances that work together to achieve the best therapeutic effect. For example, ginger root contains gingerol and other components that together have powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Using herbs in their natural composition allows you to use their healing properties. This approach respects the wisdom of nature and uses plants as they were created by God. This helps to maintain balance and harmony in the result without disturbing the natural structure of the plants. For example, echinacea is used to develop the immune system and fight infections. Chamomile has softening and antibacterial properties. Calendula contains wound healing and anti-inflammatory agents. 2. Methods of preparing medicines. My ancestors have documented complex methods of preparing tinctures and decoctions that provide high efficiency in the event of various diseases. Ethical traditional recipes were passed down from generation to generation and were not only medicinal, but also cultural in nature. Among the many medicines, a special place is occupied by Rambam tincture, described in one of the diaries of my ancestors. Rambam tincture, created by one of the famous healers of the past, is a unique remedy used to treat various diseases. The basis of this medicine were herbs and roots collected at a certain time of year and processed in a special way. The process of preparing the tincture was carefully documented and included the following steps. Collection of ingredients. Herbs and roots were collected at a certain time of year when their medicinal properties reached their peak. Drying and grinding. After collection, the ingredients were carefully dried and ground to a powder. Soaking. The crushed herbs were infused in an alcohol solution for several weeks. This process allows you to extract all the useful substances from the plants. Filtration and storage. After infusion, the mixture was filtered and poured into glass bottles, which were stored in a dark, cool place. Rambam's tincture was used to treat a variety of ailments and to strengthen the immune system. The diaries of our ancestors describe cases of successful use of the tincture, which indicates its high effectiveness. Rambam's tincture, also known as Rambam's elixir or Rambam's balm, was named after its creator, the great 12th-century Jewish philosopher and physician Maimonides, known as Rambam. The main components of the tincture include a variety of herbs and spices known for their medicinal properties. Typically, the composition includes ginseng, to increase tone and energy, echinacea, to stimulate the immune system, turmeric, to reduce inflammation, ginger, to improve digestion and circulation, lemon juice and honey, to add flavor and additional beneficial properties. Chamomile, known for its calming and anti-inflammatory properties. Mint, helps with digestive problems and improves overall well-being. Aloe, has healing and antiseptic properties. Saffron, used to improve mood and strengthen the immune system. The herbs are infused in alcohol or grape wine for several weeks, after which the tincture is filtered and ready for use. Rambam tincture. Its centuries-old history and wide range of applications make it an indispensable assistant in the fight for health and longevity. However, it should be remembered that before using any folk remedies, including Rambam tincture, you must consult a doctor. Rambam tincture was used to treat various diseases and conditions. It was popular among Jewish communities and was used as a first aid for various ailments. Strengthening the immune system in the treatment of inflammation and infections. Elimination of problems with digestion and the genitourinary system, calming the nervous system, oncology. Rambam tincture is immunomodulator. Immunomodulators are biologically active substances that, depending on the initial state of the immune system, either enhance its functions or suppress them. Simply put, with the help of these drugs, we try to regulate the work of the immune system. We help the human body to defend itself. Jewish traditional medicine, an integral part of Jewish traditional values. I want to explain how cry and motto appeared in my family coat of arms. God created the disease. God created what to treat this disease with. JTM, Jewish traditional medicine, studies the will of the Creator both in the cause of the disease and in how, according to the will of the Creator, this disease should be treated. Only understanding and studying the will of the Creator leads to the correct treatment of diseases. The main principle of JTM, Jewish traditional medicine, is do no harm. Therefore, JTM, Jewish traditional medicine, begins with a prayer to God. When a living organism is created, a unique life protection system given by the Creator is embedded in it. The doctor, with his prayer, his faith in the Creator, and by his will asks the Creator to activate this system in the patient. The doctor asks the Creator to help find the right path and means, medicines, in treating the disease. The patient, with his prayer, his faith in the Creator, and his will strengthens the doctor's prayer. The doctor's knowledge of God's pharmacy. The doctor's understanding of the causes and rules of treating diseases is the key to success. Knowledge of JTM, traditional Jewish medicine, is understanding and knowledge of the Creator's will. Only God-sanctioned intervention in the object of creation will lead to success. Everything new is long forgotten old. God's pharmacy is everything that surrounds us. The secrets of using God's pharmacy in JTM, traditional Jewish medicine, are passed down from generation to generation. These secrets, accumulated by JTM, traditional Jewish medicine doctors, are the traditional values of JTM, traditional Jewish medicine. My ancestors were doctors for many generations. And from generation to generation they collected recipes, the use of God's pharmacy, and the treatment methods that were used in Jewish communities by different Jewish doctors. All the stories and acquired knowledge were written down in diaries. The diaries helped me write my books on JTM, Jewish traditional medicine. My family crest has a motto and a slogan that connect this crest with Jewish traditional medicine. Many generations of my ancestors were doctors, and this profession was passed down from generation to generation. I know from the words of my grandfather Jonah ben Burrell and Sarah, And from the words of my father Burl Ben Jonah and Esther, surnames were not used among Jews until they were forced to take surnames in Europe and Tsarist Russia. Most often, for a surname, they used a profession and social status. Rabbis took the surname Rabinovich, teachers and scientists Shulman Shulmanovich, etc. In my grandfather's diary, I found a record of a recipe he received from a Jewish doctor during my grandfather's expedition to the Jewish shtetls of Ukraine. Recipe, Rambam tincture, prepared according to the recipe of a Jewish doctor, originally from the resettled Jews, in 1781 in the Kherson province from the Estland island of Dago. It was used to treat glandular tumors. And to raise the body's defenses, this unique recipe has been undeservedly forgotten. This tincture inhibits the development and metastasis of glandular tumors, for example, tumors of the prostate and mammary glands. According to my grandfather's notes, before and after taking this tincture, you need to pronounce certain words. You also need to have a Jerusalem talisman, which this doctor made. To his surprise, my grandfather saw that these words were used as cry and motto in our family crest. According to our family legend, this was done because the words were written on a ring that was kept and passed down in our family for many generations. See the book King Solomon's Ring. According to my grandfather's notes, the tincture really does help. This tincture is worthy of being a traditional value. Rambam tincture is based on the principles of ancient medicine, in which each plant and mineral is considered part of a holistic healing system. The idea of God's pharmacy implies that nature provides all the necessary means for maintaining health. Rambam tincture is not just a remedy, it is a reflection of the wisdom of generations, embodied in one bottle. Its effectiveness is time-tested, and its composition is a harmony of natural components of God's pharmacy, which work together for the benefit of health. This tincture helps to cope with numerous ailments, strengthens the immune system. Its recipe is passed down from generation to generation, preserving the traditions and respect for the natural resources of God's pharmacy. Rambam tincture occupies a well-deserved place among traditional Jewish values due to its uniqueness and proven effectiveness. Today, as centuries ago, it remains a symbol of God's care for human health. What distinguishes Rambam tincture in the world of herbal medicine? Efficiency, broad spectrum of action and proven results. Naturalness, no chemical additives and dyes. Safety, minimum side effects. Traditions, based on centuries-old knowledge. Rambam tincture is not just a treatment, but a whole philosophy of healthcare. It combines ancient traditions and modern knowledge about the benefits of natural ingredients, which makes it a unique and sought-after product in the world of herbal medicine.